Om Shanti. Today we will listen to Baba's Murli, dated 10th October 2020. Sweet Baba says, sweet children, whenever you explain to anyone or give a lecture, do so while saying Baba, Baba. Praise the Father and the arrow will strike the target. So, when we share Baba's powerful knowledge in the remembrance of the Almighty, then our words carry that might, and the person who we are sharing this knowledge with gets hit by Baba's energy, Baba's vibrations. Question: which question does Baba especially ask the children of Bharat? So Baba says, you children of Bharat were wealthy, you belonged to the deity religion and were 16 celestial degrees full. You were pure, you never used the sword of lust. You were very wealthy. So how did you become bankrupt? Because it is always said in the praise of Bharat that Bharat was the golden sparrow and that people who lived in Bharat were completely vices, 16 celestial degrees full of all virtues. So Baba says this is the praise of ancient Bharat. Then how is it that today you are bankrupt? Do you know the reason? Children, how did you become slaves? Where did you lose your wealth and property? Just think about how you became impure from pure. When you children explain these aspects to others while saying Baba, Baba, they will easily understand. So when you carry the might of Baba's remembrance and ask these questions which hit the soul and make them think about actually where they lost their kingdom, then those souls will start thinking about it, and that will lead them to recognize the value of this true knowledge. Om Shanti. When saying Om Shanti, you should definitely remember the Father. The Father first of all says Man Mana Bhav. He definitely said this previously, and this is why he is saying it now. You children know the Father. Whenever you go to give a lecture to a gathering, those people won't know the Father. Therefore, you should tell them that Shiv Baba says that he alone is the purifier. So whenever you go to give a lecture, you should first set the tone and tell them that this lecture is based on the teachings of the purifier. This lecture is based on the teachings of the ocean of spiritual knowledge. So Baba says, first tell them who this lecture is based on the teachings of whom, and also tell them that Baba is the purifier. So when they listen to the lecture, they should keep in mind who is speaking. And they should also understand that only with the aim of becoming pure can they recognize the value of these versions. He definitely comes here to explain in order to make you pure, because children have called out to Baba as the purifier. So they have always said, "Oh purifier, come." Why? Because they wanted to become pure. So when you share Baba's versions with children, Tell them that these are the versions of the purifier and they should listen to them with the aim of becoming pure. Here Baba says to you children, O children, I made you into the masters of heaven because purity is the mother of peace and prosperity. So, where there was purity in heaven, so there was peace and prosperity also. That is why when Baba comes in hell, he makes us pure again. Because when we become pure, we will again become peaceful and prosperous. So Baba says, I made you into the masters of heaven. You were the masters of the world. You belong to the original deity, eternal deity religion. Therefore, you too should say that Baba says this. So Baba says, because you are speaking what Baba spoke to you, you should always refer to Baba. Baba hasn't as yet received news of anyone giving such a lecture. So usually when children share Baba's versions with others, they don't mention Baba and they usually claim that this is coming from their own awareness and they always want to, they do not connect the child with the father, they connect him with themselves. So Baba says that the father, there is nobody who does this kind of a seva, Baba says. So Baba says, Shiv Baba says, you consider me to be the highest on high. You consider me to be the purifier. I enter Bharat and teach you Raj Yoga. So it is always sung that Raj Yoga was taught by God. So Baba says, I have come to Bharat and I am teaching Raj Yoga, which makes you the king of kings. That is, it makes you deities. So Baba says, I tell you, constantly remember me alone. So what is Raj Yoga? Consider yourself to be a soul and remember Baba. Remember me, the highest Father. This is because He is the Father who is the bestower. So He is the one who gives everything. So you need to remember Him so that you can get everything from Him. You children definitely were the masters of the world in Bharat. There was no other religion at that time. So remember the staircase, and in that picture of the stairway of 84 births, it is shown that for 2500 years there was only Bharat. So Bharat is shown in the middle, and then when after 2500 years, that is in the end of Treta Yuga, there was a destruction, and then different countries and different places came into existence. So earlier it was one kingdom, one space, and it was in the form of a people leaf. So Baba says, Baba tells us that there was no other religion at that time. The Father explains to us children and we then explain to you. Baba says, you people of Bharat were so wealthy. When there was the deity religion, you were 16 celestial degrees full. You were pure. You didn't use the sword of lust. So give them a picture of how the deity religion was. There was no lust, there was no other vice. You were so wealthy. The Father then says, do you know the reason why you became bankrupt? You were the masters of the world. Why is it that you have now become the slaves of the world? Ask them. You continue to incur debt with everyone. Where did you lose all that money? Deliver a lecture in the same way that Baba delivers a lecture to you, and many will be attracted. You people don't remember Baba. So what is Baba saying? Is it right? We don't remember Baba. So whenever we start speaking, the mouth opens and then we come into body consciousness. So we should speak in Baba's remembrance. So Baba says, you people don't remember Baba. This is why the arrow doesn't strike the target. You don't receive that power. So when you connect it to the powerhouse, then your words will carry that power. Otherwise, if they were to hear even one such lecture of yours, there would be wonders taking place. Baba says, God is only one. He is the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness, the one who establishes the new world. And how does he do all this? He teaches us to remember him and become pure. And it is by remembering Baba and again practicing purity, again connecting with our original state of purity, that we go back to being who we were. So Baba says that Shiv Baba says God is only one, and Bharat used to be heaven. There were palaces studded with jewels and diamonds. There was just one kingdom. Everyone was like milk and sugar. Just as the praise of the Father is limitless, so the praise of Bharat is also limitless. People will be happy to hear the praise of Bharat. The Father asks you, children, where did you lose all your wealth and property? You spent so much on the path of devotion. So, what is devotion? When you think that something on the external will give you peace, happiness, purity, will give you contentment, or your source of power lies outside, that is devotion. And because you kept looking outside and didn't go inside, that is why you lost all your power. So Baba says, you spend so much money on the path of devotion. Now Baba says, you built so many temples. Shiv Baba says, just think about how you became impure from pure. You say you do not, you say, do you not, that you remember God at the time of sorrow? So that means that there was a time of happiness when we didn't remember God. You don't remember Him when you are happy. But who makes you unhappy? So we shift from a time when we are happy, when we don't worship, when we are not seeking, we are contented, we are full, and then to a time where we are unhappy and sorrowful, and then we are calling out to God and worshiping. So, what is the difference between the two timings? So, you forgot and you became impure. That is the reason. Continue to mention Baba's name again and again. Continue to give Baba's message. Baba says, I established heaven Shivale. There used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in heaven. You have even forgotten this. You don't even know that it is Radhe and Krishna who become Lakshmi and Narayan after their wedding day. You defame Krishna, who was the master of the world. How do we defame him? We say that Krishna used to steal clothes and butter, and so this is how we defame Krishna. So Baba says he was the master of the world and you say he stole. You even defame me. So Baba says, I am the bestower of salvation for you. And yet you say that I am in the cats and dogs and in every particle. So Baba, who is the highest on high, we say he is in dirt and filth and everything. So this is defaming Baba. And people don't even understand the difference between praise and defamation. They think that they are praising Baba by saying he's everywhere. So Baba says, so you have defamed me. Baba says, you have become so impure. The Father says, I am the bestower of salvation for all and the purifier. You then say that the Ganges is the purifier. Because you don't have yoga with me, you have become even more impure. Remember me and your sins will be absolved. So Baba says, One is you became impure, and then second is you did not have yoga with me, because for 2500 years we didn't remember Baba. So we didn't have connection with him, we didn't have yoga with him. That is why we couldn't draw power. So we kept depleting second by second. So Baba says, explain using Baba's name again and again, and you will be able to remember Shiv Baba. So Baba says it is because when you use my name again and again, you will remember me, and then you will be filled with power. Tell them we are praising the Father. The Father himself says, I enter an ordinary impure body at the end of his many births. The many births are of this one. So then introduce Brahma Baba, who is the chariot of Shiv Baba. This one now belongs to me, and so I explain through this chariot. This one doesn't know his own births. He is Bhagirath, the lucky chariot, and I enter him in a stage of retirement because he wants somebody who is experienced enough. So because Brahma Baba is at the age of his retirement, that is why he is experienced enough to explain the knowledge that Shiv Baba gives. Shiv Baba explains in this way. Baba has never heard of anyone giving any such lectures. No one even mentions Baba's name. They don't remember Baba at all throughout the day. They are busy gossiping, and then they write to Baba saying that they gave such a lecture and explained in a particular way. So children have a lot of pride that they are actually explaining a big matters to others. But then if children are so adept at explaining, then why are there not enough souls ready to create the golden age yet? So children do not understand that they are not explaining in the right way. They are not using the approach that Baba uses to touch the soul of others, and also that they are not doing seva in the remembrance of Baba. That is why, because of body consciousness, they do not have the power which can affect the other soul or strike the target. So Baba says children have a lot of ego that they gave such a lecture and explained in a particular way. Baba understands that you are still small ants. You haven't even become big ants, and yet there is so much ego. Some don't understand that it is Shiv Baba who is explaining through Brahma. You forget Shiv Baba. People very quickly get upset about Brahma. The Father says, remember me alone. Only be concerned with me. So Baba says, tell them that Shiv Baba spoke through Brahma Baba, but also tell them that you need to know how Baba spoke. But it is not that you need to have yoga with Brahma Baba. You have to remember Shiv Baba. Baba says, you remember me, do you not? However, even you don't know who the Father is or when he comes. Gurus say that the cycle is hundreds of thousands of years, whereas the Father says that the cycle is only 5,000 years. So if you know who Baba is and what Baba says, then you will never make a mistake, or you will never mix other people's opinion with Srimad. So Baba says, sometimes you mix a lot of things and share knowledge. So Baba says, probably you don't know me very well. So Baba says, the Father says that the cycle is only 5,000 years. The old world will become the new world. The new world will become old again. Where is New Delhi now? So Baba says, although they say it is New Delhi, it is an old world, so Delhi is also old. There will be New Delhi when it is the land of angels. There was New Delhi in the New World by the banks of the river Yamuna. There was the palace of Lakshmi and Narayan there. So, on the banks of Yamuna was the kingdom of Satyug, and capital was there, and there Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan had their palace. It was the land of angels. It is now to become a graveyard. Everyone is to be buried. All the bodies have to, all the souls will leave the bodies, and then the bodies will have to be buried, and then this will become a fertilizer for the soul, and then the soul will be very for the soil, and then the soil will be very fertile, and then on the banks of the river Yamuna there will be the golden age. This is why the Baba says, remember me, the highest on high Father, and you will become pure. Always explain while saying Baba, Baba in this way. It is because you don't mention Baba's name that no one listens to you. So when you say Baba is saying this, then people will pay more attention to you, because you will carry the power of the Almighty. Because you don't remember Baba, you are unable to receive that power. You become body conscious. Those who are in bondage and experience beatings remember Baba more than you do. They call out so much. The father says, all of you are Draupadis. You have now been saved from being stripped. There are even some women who were given names such as Putna, etc. In the previous cycle, you have forgotten that. So Baba says, there is a story about how women were molested by men and they prayed for their own dignity. But there is also the story about how women became instruments for thinking about taking away a man's dignity. So Baba says it's both ways. So there is the story of Draupadi, there is the story of Putna also. So Baba says, when Bharat was the temple of Shiva, it was called heaven. Those who have property, aeroplanes, etc., they think they are in heaven. They are so foolish because they think heaven is about the external. Heaven is more about the internal world. When there is peace, harmony, happiness inside, that is heaven. But they think if I have a big car, if I have an aeroplane, then I'm in heaven. Whenever you say anything, start by saying Baba says. Hatha yogis cannot grant you liberation. Since the bestower of salvation for all is just the one, why do you adopt gurus? So Baba says, when you want to go into a land of peace and pure prosperity, when you want to receive happiness and peace, then why do you adopt gurus? Because they renounced everything. They have become sannyasis. So, do you want to become sannyasis or do you want to learn Hatha Yoga and merge into the Brahm element? So, Baba says you go to the sannyasis who are attempting to merge into the Brahm element or who have renounced everything. So, do you want to renounce everything like them? Or do you want to go and merge into the Brahm element? So when your aim doesn't match with theirs, why do you follow their path? So Baba says, why do you go to people who don't even share your aim? So Baba says, your aim is to experience liberation in life, which is you want to live in a peaceful and happy world. And Baba is the only one who creates that kind of a world. So why do you go to people who don't believe in that idea? Because sannyasi says that there cannot be eternal happiness ever. So happiness will always be like the droppings of a crow. So Baba says, when you don't believe in their, when you don't share their aim, why do you go and listen to them? So Baba says, and again Baba says, even if you make that effort, I'm telling you, no one can become merged. So remember the Murli day before yesterday, and Baba says there is no use trying to go and merge into the Brahm element because that is not possible. Everyone has to play his part, all actors are imperishable. This drama is eternal and imperishable. How can anyone receive eternal liberation? The Father says, I come to liberate even these sages. So, how can the Ganges be the purifier? You call me the purifier, do you not? So, Baba says, either Ganges will be the purifier or I will be the purifier. Now, Ganges has been here since forever. So, then why is there so much of impurity when there is the Ganges? So Baba says, so why is it that you call out to me even when the Ganges is there? And then you say Ganges is the purifier. So who is the purifier? Decide. Baba says, by breaking your yoga away from me, this is what your condition has become. So you have become completely illogical. So you say something, you think something, and you do something opposite. And then there is no coherence between what you think, speak, and act. So Baba says, this is how you have become by not having any yoga with me. So your buddhi is not working anymore. You have yoga with me and your sins will be absolved. And when the sins are absolved, then the mind becomes peaceful, the intellect becomes wise, and the sanskars become divine. So Baba says, when you have yoga with me, your mind, intellect, and sanskar will receive power. Pure souls reside in the land of liberation. The whole world is now impure. You don't know the pure world. All of you are worshippers, not a single one is worthy of worship. Mention Baba's name and you will be able to wake everyone up. You defame the Father who is making you into the masters of the world. Sri Krishna is a small child full of all virtues. Tell them the truth about Sri Krishna. How could he do this business? How could Krishna be the father of everyone? So Baba says he is a small child. He is not the one who will grant every soul liberation and liberation in life. So Baba says, I am the one who does this task. He is just a small child full of all virtues. And this is why Krishna is called Lord Krishna, not God Krishna. Lord because he is the owner of Satyug, master of Satyug. And God because Baba is the generator, operator, and destroyer. So Baba says, how could he do this business? How could Krishna be the father of everyone? God is only one. So, and ask them whether that one God would be bodiless, genderless, casteless, religionless, or he will have all of that. So ask them whether he will be incorporeal or corporeal. So Baba says, unless you follow my Srimad, how would your rust be removed? You have been worshipping everyone and this is what your condition has become. So people say that you should not disrespect anyone by saying they are not God. But Baba says, if you keep worshipping everyone, you are not going anywhere because God is only one and it is only He who teaches us how to absolve our sins, how to remove the rust that the soul has gathered. So Baba says, unless you know that I am the only one, how can you receive what I am to give you? And if you just go by blind faith and say everybody is worship worthy and everybody go with the idea of this respecting everybody like God, so Baba says no, then you will be bereft of getting what God is trying to give you. So you should know who is God and God is only one and that He has come and He is talking and He is telling you the way to liberation and liberation in life. So Baba says that You have been worshipping everyone, and this is what your condition has become. This is why I have come again. You have become corrupt in your religion and your actions. Tell me, who established the Hindu religion and when was it established? Lecture and issue a challenge in this way. Ask people, throw a challenge. You repeatedly fail to remember the Father. Sometimes some children write that it was as though Baba entered them and gave their lecture. So there are some children who invoke Baba and experience that truly Baba spoke through them. Baba gives a lot of help. It is because you don't stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance that the service you do is at a crawling speed. Only when you mention Baba's name can the arrow penetrate someone. Baba says, children, it is only you who have been around the cycle of 84 births. Therefore, I have come to explain to only you. I only entered Bharat. Those who become worthy of worship then become worshippers. I neither become worthy of worship nor do I become a worshipper. Because if Baba also became that, then who would change us from the being a worshipper to a worthy of worship soul? So Baba says, I am the only one who comes and purifies at the end. So you should always mention that this is the one God, the purifier, who is speaking, and draw their attention to Baba. Also stay in the remembrance of Baba while sharing his knowledge. Keep saying Baba says, Baba says. Keep repeating this like a chant. When Baba hears that you lecture in this way, he will understand that you have become big ants from small ants. The Father says, I am teaching you. You must simply constantly remember me alone. I simply tell you through this chariot to remember me alone. You mustn't remember the chariot because apart from Baba, everything is mutable and perishable. So Baba says, don't remember anything that is mutable and perishable. Remember me, then you will always stay in a stable state. You say, Baba says this, Baba explains this, you will see how impressed they become. The Father says, break your intellect's yoga away from your body and all your bodily relations. Because only when you do that, you can come to the awareness of you are, who you are, that you are bodiless, and only then will you have yoga with Baba. Once you have renounced your body, just the soul remains. Consider yourself to be a soul and remember me. The Father, some say I am Brahma and some say I am a master of Maya. The Father says you don't even understand what Maya is and what wealth is. So people say wealth is Maya. People say attachment is love. People say complacency is contentment. So Baba says you don't even know the difference between a virtue and a vice. Wealth is a resource, but the greed associated with it, the ego associated with it is Maya. So Baba says you even call wealth Maya. You can explain in this way. Many very good children don't even read the Murli. They don't remember the Father. So because they do not have the power of remembrance, the arrow doesn't strike the target. It is by having remembrance that you receive power. And it is through this power of yoga that you become the masters of the world. If you children continually mention Baba's name, no one can say anything because then they know that if they are rejecting you, they are rejecting Baba. So, and you also become free because you don't have to take the responsibility of God's teachings. So you just have to share it by mentioning whose teachings they are. So Baba says, is the God of everyone the one Father or is everyone God? So ask them, if is God one and is the Father of everyone or is everyone God? Because both of these things can't be true. But you see what vices have done to us, what impurity has done to us. We say two contradictory things and then it doesn't appear to us that they are contradictory. They say that they are followers of a particular sannyasi. Ask them, they are sannyasis, you are householders. So how can you be their followers? So if you are a follower, then you should become a sannyasi. It is said Maya is false, bodies are false, the whole world is false. Only the one Father is the truth. Because only the one Father is immutable and imperishable. Everything else is mutable and perishable. So the world, Maya, bodies, everything change form. We cannot become true until He comes. So we will also continue to be in an ever-changing stage and there will be no stability until we have yoga with the truth, with the Baba who is immutable and imperishable. And only then we will go to a land where there is stability and there's peace and there's happiness. The bestower of liberation and liberation in life is only the one. No one else can grant liberation and make us belong to Him. Baba says this too is fixed in the drama. Now open your eyes and be careful. By saying Baba says this, you will not be blamed. No one will say anything negative. Do not just say Shiv, but say Trimurti Shiv Baba. Say that Shiv Baba, when he comes, he is the generator, operator and destroyer. He generates Satyug by giving us teachings through Brahma Baba. He sustains Satyug through Lakshmi and Narayan, which are the symbolic form of Vishnu. And then there is destruction of Kali Yuga through Shankar. So Baba says, who created the Trimurti? Who carries out establishment through Brahma? Is Brahma the creator? So it is said establishment through Brahma. So who is the one who establishes? Ask them. Only when you speak with such intoxication will you be able to achieve anything. Otherwise, it is just like lecturing in body consciousness. The Father explains, this is the kalpa tree of innumerable religions. First of all, there is the deity religion. Where has that deity religion gone to? So where is that religion now? They speak of hundreds of thousands of years, but this is a matter of only 5,000 years. They also continue to build their temples. They have spoken of a war between the Pandavas and the Kauravas. What happened after the Pandavas melted away on the mountain? How could I commit violence? So Baba says, how could I teach Arjuna to kill? I cannot teach how to kill. So Baba says, ask them questions about what they think about these matters, and then this will be food for thought and they will start thinking and churning and soon reach the truth. I make you into non-violent Vaishnavas. And Baba says, what is a Vaishnav? A Vaishnav is someone who belongs to the Vishnu dynasty. And when we belong to the Vishnu dynasty, there we are viceless. We do not use the sword of lust and anger. So Baba says, a complete Vaishnav is somebody who doesn't engage in either lust or anger. So Baba says, it is those who never use the sword of lust and who belong to the dynasty of Vishnu who are Vaishnavas. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. In order to be successful in service, renounce arrogance and continue to mention Baba's name in all contexts. Stay in remembrance and do service. Don't waste your time gossiping. Become a true Vaishnav. Don't commit any violence. Break your intellect's yoga away from your body and all bodily relations. Blessing. May you be an image of support for the world and remain constantly busy in the task of world benefit. So Baba says the world is supported. The world is standing supported by those souls who are constantly engaged in the task of world benefit. World benefactor children cannot remain free even in their dreams. Those who are busy doing service day and night only see new things in their dreams. They see plans and methods of doing service. Because they are busy doing service, they are protected from any waste in their own efforts or anyone else's waste. So Baba says, service protects you from other people's waste, and it also protects you from the waste in your efforts. Because even our effort doesn't go always accurate, but then we don't think about what went wrong because we are busy doing service, and because we don't pay attention to it, it doesn't grow. So the waste of our own effort also doesn't pull our intellect when we are busy in service. The unlimited souls of the world are always emerged in front of them. So when our whole concentration, our whole attention is on how to serve others, then we are free, completely free from all the waste that is around us. They cannot have the slightest carelessness. Such serviceable children receive the blessing of being images of support. Slogan, each second of the confluence age is equal to many years, and so do not waste time out of carelessness. So realize the value of every second, don't waste it. Om Shanti.